All right. So welcome everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody to our Lightworker gathering tonight. And if you aren't speaking currently, go ahead and mute your mic so background sounds don't put your image up front. So I know that we have a couple newcomers, which is very cool. We are growing in numbers, which is very awesome. We have a bunch of people that have not been able to make it tonight. Candace and Janae won't be making it this evening. They have other things they have to attend to, which is fine. So one thing for this meeting's purpose is to show others that we are in fact uniting lightworkers. We are growing. We have action that we're taking, laying down framework, foundations to build a new, better Earth. And I would like to show a brief bit of what I have come up with. This is going to be a tip of the iceberg overview of what I'm hoping to accomplish with this movement. So we start with our old Earth in the middle, and this is us in our three-dimensional state, and we want to move into our new Earth, in our five-dimensional Earth. And in order to do that, we have a lot of areas that we have to work towards. And the beautiful thing about this is that most of these things interconnect. So we'll have like the restoration of Gaia, right? Environmental cleanup and accountability. We'll need ethical politics and support. And in order to do these things, like in the environmental cleanup, we want to support environmental organizations. I actually have ties, and I have worked for Greenpeace International, which is a organization that I strongly support. Yes, and moving towards galactic citizenship. This is a big one. So for those of you who think that we are alone in the universe, I invite you to change that perspective and realize that Earth is only so old, and in order for Earth to be formed, billions and billions of years had to go by, and to think that we're the only form of life in the universe is kind of a closed-minded way of thinking, right? And the biggest part about this galactic citizenship is there are extraterrestrial entities, races that are aiding humans and have been watching us and aiding us for thousands and thousands of years. And we are also moving towards global ascension, and that is the point of this mass awakening that we're encountering, right? A lot of people are waking up, realizing that the matrix that we live in is not really all it's cracked up to be. They're realizing that we are, in fact, slaves to like the dollar or the oligarchs. And yeah, it's time for a change. It's time for a change. And the new Earth is happening, you guys. Like, it is happening. Whether it's going to be a spiritual, like, blinding flash and everything changes, or if it's going to be a manually brought era that we have to put work into, I don't care. I'm going to make it happen either way. And I'm just going to work towards either one of those. And all the support we can get, the better. So with the new Earth coming in, I have been targeting Lightworkers because we know what's up. Like, we've been waiting for this our entire lives, for multiple lifetimes. We are so ready to do what needs to be done. And the best part about it is every Lightworker that I've encountered has a role, a connection, a gift, a place, a part in all of this. And the ones of us that are getting involved sooner, we're the ones that are setting the foundation for moving forward. Another aspect that we're going to work towards is a sustainable future. In doing so, we're working towards localized agriculture, environmentally friendly and affordable housing, because if anyone is aware that it is a heart-based reality, Rebecca, but we're going to make it a physical reality too, because that's what I want to see. I'm going to make sure that happens. A lot of us light workers have been getting crapped on. You know, like we do the right thing, we stand up when nobody else will, and we got shot down for it. And it's been happening just not in this lifetime, but in previous lifetimes. And in doing so, well, as far as environmental friendly and affordable housing, I want us to also create viable income for healers, spiritual teachers, practitioners, light workers, etc. The ones of us that are living paycheck to paycheck, the ones of us that just like try so hard to make things work, but because we won't buy into the system, we suffer for it. That's not right. We're the good-hearted people pressing forward, trying to make a positive difference. We deserve abundance. We deserve abundance. And then moving on to raising the collective consciousness. This is a big one. This is us. Like, this is how we're going to ascend into the next realms, the higher realms. And also protect our planet and protect our own future, right? We have lost our connection with our guidance, our spiritual guidance. It's very important that we remember that we weren't just an accident of the cosmos, right? This has all been orchestrated, very divinely planned. And we as light workers have signed up with soul contracts to heal karmic and ancestral wounds. And this is where we become the badasses of our generation, because we're healing wounds that our ancestors didn't. So it all lands on us. But it's fine because we're capable of doing this, and we have the support system to press through. And we have means of doing personal healing and shadow work. And we're looking to employ these healers of various modalities to facilitate these type of changes. And a big one is a lot of us that are in this group, a lot of people that aren't here tonight have specifically mentioned that they are all for an education reform, right? Our current education system is not built with our best interest in mind. So in order to achieve that, we need to gather and organize teachers, tutors, coaches to develop a new curriculum, keep what works, get rid of what doesn't. And our curriculum should be based on higher vibrational morals and values, while providing safe and encouraging environment for growth and acceptance and learning of our children. Now, one thing that I'm very excited to announce is that I have a community website being built right now. Well, as we speak, it should be done in hopefully 3 weeks by now. But it is, and if I can pull this other one up, hang on, it'll let me pull that one up. Word, cool. So this website, it's going to be a community website for awakening and ascending souls. A place to explore, understand, facilitate spiritual evolution, allow for easily organizing and initiating forward movement towards global restoration, a place to collaborate and insist on better future for us and our children, provide opportunities for healers and those in need of healing to find each other with ease. And we have multiple multiple levels of membership reflective of spiritual progress and development. How do I go to the next page? Next page. All right, so our first tier is what I call the planting the seed membership, the exploration. For those who are curious about spiritual growth and want to dip their toes into the spiritual waters. And a lot of these is I'm open for suggestions on what we can also add to these tiers for our members. This one is basically just people trying to inquire more, like maybe they haven't even begun awakening, maybe they're just browsing around, whatever the case. We will have access to free forums for so anyone can interact with one another. Receipt of bi-weekly newsletters and event info, and access to Tier 0 events. Each event or gathering or discussion led by specific leaders of this group will have different tiers based on the content that they portray. So Tier 0 content will be very, very surface level. As we go deeper into other memberships, you will find that the content will get more in depth. So, for example, Tier 1 is the awakening souls, the understanding level. This is for those who are experiencing awakening symptoms and those who are seeking to understand and taking steps towards their spiritual awakening. Some of the symptoms you might encounter are you become aware that the system does not have your best interest in mind. You'll start feeling physical sensations that you have never experienced before. Like, for example, my psychic abilities, my clairvoyance has increased dramatically. Like, I'm aware of things before they happen. I'm able to get a gnosis of like steps to take, direction, guidance, and I have what seems to be like a team of entities that are just like backing me up wherever I go, whatever I do. This one will cost $22 a month. It has access to everything that Tier 0 has, obviously, and then these people are able to view our weekly group gatherings. Oh, what was that? What did you just do? Who just did that? What was that? Cool. Anyway, moving on. Oh, okay. All right, now to Tier 2. This is our truth seekers. These are the people that are fully aware that they're amidst their own awakening process and ready to dissect the illusory world that they have existed in and are open to the new world of the higher truths and to see the world for what it really is. Slightly higher increase of investment, same access to the same tiers or the things as before, and these members are able to participate in weekly group gatherings. Right, so these are the people that get to engage in our gatherings, just as you guys are right now. Moving forward into now this is my favorite one, Tier 3. This is our healing and shadow work. This is for those who are ready to get their hands dirty and work towards spiritual healing and completion of shadow work. Now this is the hard stuff. This stuff is not easy. Luckily, we will have healers that will facilitate and assist in any way that we can. However, our healers do not work for free, so you will get 50% off from their sessions, and you will also have access to Tier 3, 2, 1, and 0 events, discussions, and so on. These members will be able to lead weekly group gatherings. Once you have completed, I'm going to say 51% of your karmic baggage, you will have ability to lead these weekly group meetings in whatever aspect you want, as long as it's approved, of course. And also, this is where you will gain the ability to make money through this website, through this community. So if you have a gift, if you help others learn and heal, part of this monthly investment goes to you, okay? Now, so this is all the awakening side. After, I'm going to have a whole other side, and I haven't decided what to call it yet, but as of now, it's like the other side, the ascension side, where you're mostly healed, and you are ready to just 100% go in, right? Just like do whatever it takes to bring in the new earth. You are going to be receiving guidance from your spirit guides, calls to action, steps forward. And I'm hoping that all of those things align with what we're trying to do here. Now, I would like to ask any of you guys if you have any input, suggestions, feedback on things that we can offer, or ideas, or anything of that nature regarding these memberships.
I had a thought about like course creation being like one of the sort of like the longer form content. I'm working currently on Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi have created this like mastermind system, and I'm like basically learning how to make figuring out how to make courses and stuff like that on the platform. So I think creating like courses that people could take worldwide, so we could, update them or whatever, could be a possibility for future, like a future version of this, like an Earth school and or new Earth school. And like with, as you say, like a tiered system. So in addition to some of the content here, we could potentially, it's, courses could come from that. Because as you said on your plan, the education system needs to change as well. And so for those who are coming into it, having courses and things like that. There's some people on YouTube like just tap in. Emilio has some really good information, and there's a bunch of people. Another guy I saw is doing some courses, so could be cool.
That's a really good idea. I'm actually signed up for that same mastermind thing.
Oh, really? You're in it? Okay.
Yeah,
Are you in
yeah.
the business academy?
Yeah, they got me
Yeah,
for like the $1 a month, and then it turned into $47 a month. I
yeah.
haven't really used it much.
I signed up for a business academy, and I'm just actually taking it seriously as of today. So if I like learn anything cool, I'll share it for sure. Because I mean, the whole point of it is to you know, eh, bring the education system so it's democratic, it's creative, it's anybody can be a teacher. And if you have an idea, they kind of have a plug and play version. So in some ways, they're supposed to make it easier for us. So
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we
yeah,
could definitely. That's a great idea. Thank you.
it's just a thought, but like that's where my head is going with it. That you know, New Earth School, like make it like it's time for us to start creating our own universities and us being the professors, right? So as you
Yes,
say, we need to get
absolutely.
paid. So if we could create, course.
Oh, is it just me or did her sound cut off? Your sound
Yeah,
cut
the
off.
sun cut off. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, we just can't hear you anymore. I don't know what happened. I don't know. You can't hear us? I don't know. We can't hear you. You can hear us. We can't hear you. Okay. So did anyone else have any I'm sorry, I'm just gonna cut you off since we can't hear you. That's all right.
Mhm.
Does anyone else have any ideas or suggestions they want to add?
I had just something to share. This is Catherine. I wanted to just share that I have a background in education. I'm actually a teacher. So, like, if you guys need any help, like creating courses or getting stuff together, like, I know how to do like all that kind of stuff and whatever. So, um, also, I was thinking maybe even if we like downloaded like a master resale, like a reflection book or a course book, like that could be really easy for people who maybe like want to print off and read or want like a digital copy of whatever we're talking about. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to offer like if you guys need any help with like curriculum or whatever, like I'd love to help.
Yes. How did I not know you were a teacher?
Oh, I don't really advertise it because like I'm more of into the spiritual stuff. So like I just prefer
Okay.
to talk about, like in my personal life, I'd rather just talk about the stuff I want to talk about. I don't really share like I don't know. I'm very secretive and selective with things, I guess. So I just don't tell everyone all the sides of me.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
we've
let
got
me
like
know.
5 or 6 teachers, you guys.
Yeah, we should like form a committee or something when the time comes.
Yeah, that'd be
Because I'm
awesome.
also a teacher and
Oh,
totally
cool.
see like I don't know. I have lots of creative ideas and visions for a better way after being in.
Same.
Like,
Absolutely. I totally agree. Like I'm like at school teaching. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Like this is not good for kids. Like this is awful. Like this is the worst. Like the stress and the
Um,
pressure and everything. Like I'm so against it. It goes against my grain. So it's like really hard for me to be there.
you too.
Yeah. So like I'm really excited about this and like creating a new education system that's like for kids that is going to expand their, their lives and their gifts and just make a better earth for them so that they can, have the fulfillment and the gifts and the experiences that they want to have and not be stuck with this bullshit like curriculum that we're doing that's like really punitive and in my opinion, like destructive to them. So
Yeah, so that's definitely one of the directions we're going. Yes, totally agree with that.
Yeah, I'll just add that was awesome, Alex. Like, well done with the presentation.
It was my first time doing the whiteboards on Zoom. Um,
Uh,
so like they'll get better, but thank you. I really appreciate that.
it was good. It was well put together and inspiring. So,
Very
thank
cool.
you.
Thank you.
I
So
need to ask about, you said requirements for like when people like say that they're like have 50% of their karma done or something like that. Like obviously on a personal level, you'll know how far you are. Like you'll,
yeah, you know personally for
uh,
sure.
but I mean like, I don't know, it just seems kind of like a it's really subjective, like, metric to, it seemed sounded kind of odd.
Did it? The reason behind it is because if someone's going to be leading a group, and it's not going to be me only who decides if this person is equipped to do so. I think it's going to be something that we vote on all of us. Like, hey, this
Okay.
person is somebody that we want to lead our, like our message. Like the same way we don't want any random a-hole raising our kids, we don't want to put, like tainted or toxic messages back into the collective, so yeah, there's got to be some kind of boundary somewhere. And so that was the idea behind that. But this is also why I'm bringing it up to you guys now. So if there's something that seems off, sounds a little weird, you can bring it to my attention. We can make adjustments before this website launches, um, so that it can be fine-tuned and such. So if that seems weird to you, I'm sure that it seemed weird to somebody else. And I'm open to suggestions or any other alternative methods of, you know, pushing that forward.
If we have like multiple people kind of like not screening, but like saying, hey, this person, I can vouch for them. Um, and they get up to that level, then I think that's a good idea. I was just thinking, you know, you get somebody who just because they pay enough and think that they're this sounds mean, but like think that they're qualified
Right.
to do something like that, being in that position would not be ideal. But the way you described it after that sounds a little bit more,
Yeah.
you know, so
And I was
New
thinking
Earth.
of having it be something like somebody has to be at a certain tier for so long before they can move forward, but I was like, that doesn't, I don't know, because some people will come in pretty fully healed, and like you can tell right off the bat that they're like totally divine, they're ready to like push the good message. I mean, most of us that are coming in are very healed. So I don't want to put any
we
like
can
time
tell
restrictions.
too between these people that come to us if they come offering something and we can pick up on it.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely. Let's see. Any other suggestions for the website before I move on? Or as far as the future goals thing, I meant to open that up for a little bit as far as if I missed anything or if anyone agrees with the um, what did I put on there? The the diagram, like the web chart.
The diagram was my favorite part for sure. I really liked it.
Super good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was I've tried to make it all inclusive, but there's like so many levels to this and there's like not enough room on I would need like a fucking holographic globe to be able to encompass everything that I want to do. But that's a very like surface level thing that's or tip of the iceberg goals. That's there's a lot of work to be done. But as we grow in numbers, like all right, so we've already got like 5, 6 people that are so for like the education reform. And Elizabeth, you just showed up, but as you showed up, we had just finished talking about like, so we've got more teachers in here, people that are super down for that. We've got good suggestions already. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next bit, which will be the, I don't know why my screen is not popping up when I talk. Is my screen like showing full screen to anyone else? Or am I just like over here on the corner? What? That's better. I would rather have that. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a full moon debrief, and then Callie's gonna cover me after I miss like 18 things, I'm sure. And I want you guys to see, to let me know if you can. Can you still see me?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. All right, so this full moon is called the Wolf Moon. And because it's a full moon in Cancer, apparently the energies are like amplified. And the energies that come along with it are like emotional intensity and sensitivity. So we can expect a heightened sense of sensitivity both within yourself and in your interaction with others. This could lead to increased empathy and compassion, but be careful because it's also a greater vulnerability to emotional triggers. So both of these can be used to your benefits, or they could break you down if you're not aware. So it's good to be aware of these things. A good thing that you can also focus on is the balance of personal and public life. So the opposition to the sun in Capricorn highlights the need to balance your personal life with your public life and responsibilities. Now this could involve navigating tensions between work and home, life, or finding a way to integrate your emotional needs with your practical goals. This also brings themes of security and stability. Both Cancer and Capricorn are concerned with security, but they approach it from different angles. Cancer will seek emotional security and a sense of belonging, while Capricorn seeks material security and stability in the external world. This full moon may bring up questions about what truly makes you feel secure and how to create that stability in your life. If there's any authenticity that you need to adopt or integrate, this will be the time to do it. This is also a huge potential for emotional release, which I discovered after putting together my guided meditation, which will be an emotional release through us from Gaia. So full moons are always a time of culmination and release. This particular full moon may bring up deep-seated emotions or past traumas that need to be acknowledged and processed. It's an opportunity to let go of old patterns and emotional baggage that are holding you back. I also want to emphasize any significance that we have with this full moon moving forward into 2025. So huge emphasis on emotional well-being. This full moon suggests that emotional well-being will be a key theme throughout the entire 2025 year. It's important to prioritize self-care and nurture your relationships and create a strong emotional foundation for yourself. Draw those boundaries, stick to them, and don't settle on what you know you believe in and your core authentic self. One thing I'm excited about with this theme is being able to focus on building strong foundations. As we're building a foundation for this group and for this new earth, this is like the perfect time, the perfect energy to let our roots run deep and strengthen the foundation. And this emphasis on security and stability suggests that this year will be epic, like crazy epic, for creating a new world. It's almost like it was planned somehow from from a cosmic standpoint. Um, Huge opportunity for healing and growth. The potential for emotional release suggests that this year it'll like so many positive outlooks and steps forward. It's going to be incredible. However, we will want to release that emotional baggage, confront your demons, release emotional baggage and traumas. And this is one of the best groups I've come across so far that can assist and aid in doing just that.
Yeah.
So that's what I had. If anybody wants to add to my little spiel there.
I feel like that was a great summary, Alex, and like synopsis of the energy for sure. Um, it's an interesting full moon because the sun is making a trine to Uranus at 23 degrees Taurus, like exact with the full moon. And so and then loosely trine, the south node was just moved into Virgo on the 11th, like the nodes just shifted, which is huge, setting like a new cycle for the next 18 months. And so if any of you have late earth sign placements, like this is a super powerful lunation, as well as the water and earth. It's like creating a Merkaba of energy in the
Ooh,
water and earth signs at like the same kind like area of degree points in like the 20 to 30 range or like 20 to 29 range. Um, so it's a pretty like beautiful, uh, energetic, and also really powerful because the moon is conjunct Mars and Mars is retrograde in Cancer. So that's like with like the emotional note, really this first half of the year is huge for letting go and like dealing with your feelings. And then also like big changes are coming. So it's like all the things that are happening right now are clearing space for something new, that's inevitable, really. Yeah. Because like Neptune is shifting into Aries, Saturn's going to be moving into Aries in like March, April, May. Then Uranus will go into Gemini, which like it's a whole new world by July, like for real.
nice.
Um, yeah. And Mars is kind of asking us to deal with our feelings. So like do it. Try if you need to, for
Very
sure.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, that's kind of my take on it.
Okay. Does anyone else have any input on these energies or this cosmic full moon, whatever, on the full moon we have tonight?
That's, I did. That's interesting because like literally like an hour before this, I was like sitting down, I was like, she's trying to tell me something. So I like went into my room alone and turned on my little fairy lights and I was sitting down for a second trying to tune in. I was like, what is going on here? And I like started letting it like channel out and see what it wanted to do. I was like, oh, you need to cry? Okay. I just started like fucking bawling for like a good 5 minutes straight, completely stopped, and then back on with my day. And here I am. So
Wow, very cool. You
yeah,
just felt those
just that
emotions,
like
let them come out, and then they just
Day.
stopped.
yeah, just on with your day again. And
Yeah.
it's funny because what you guys just mentioned. So
Yeah, that's amazing. That's how it comes on though, like the feelings. If you just let the wave take over you, it only lasts like up to 5 minutes.
yeah,
But it's when you suppress like the wave. But there's like no stopping these waves right now. They're coming. Like you're just gonna get pummeled and then when you're like stuck in the like the riptide like current or like get caught in the waves as they're coming into shore. I feel like it's gonna be like that if you fight the feelings.
Yeah, you just gotta let it like, and it feels good afterwards anyways. I've been doing this for a while. So like I can just switch back and forth emotions. But like it feels good after. So keep that in mind too if you guys go through this process.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely. If you feel the emotion coming up, let it out. You're doing more for the collective than you know. A lot of these are just ancient energies that just like need an outlet that have been stifled and suppressed for years and years and years. Um,
True.
right on. Thank you guys. That was cool.
I I also think it's a pretty like glorious and auspicious sign that this is all about like security and community and stuff. And we're kind of really, having the website come online and like building
Yeah.
everything right now. It's like we should all feel very humbled, I think, about that. Like that's a great sign. I don't think we could ask for a clearer one, really.
Yeah, fully agree. Absolutely. Alrighty, cool. So if no one else has anything to add, we'll go ahead and all right. So I'm gonna do the meditation that I put together. This one is I was channeling the Pleiadians while making it, writing it out, and it was pretty cool. It's going to be very powerful. So if you feel emotions come up, please let them out, because it is energies from Gaia that need to come out, and she needs help doing it. So let me go ahead and pull that up. All right. All right, so go ahead, everybody. And this should be a pretty short one. I don't know. We'll see. It should be like 10 minutes, not very long, so it's not that long. So go ahead and close your eyes. Get comfortable. Allow for 3 deep breaths. And at this time, become aware, if you aren't already, the presence of your plasma body. Your plasma body resides inside of your physical body. It is a light aqua-y blue, kind of a translucent version of your physical body. The same shape as you, but is unbound by the 3-dimensional physics of this dimensional plane. Within your plasma body, you are able to rise out of your physical body. Now bring your awareness to this plasma body and allow it to effortlessly rise out of your physical body, connected by a thin, thread-like ethereal string that's coming out of the top of your head that will allow you to safely return to your physical body at any time or at the end of this meditation. Now, as your plasma body ascends thousands of feet into the air, you are able to see the land below you, as if you were looking out the window of an airplane. Take it all in. The beauty, the magnificence of our Mother Gaia. Looking down at the surface is just like seeing her flesh. In some places, glistening and beautiful. In other places, broken and torn. We will collectively connect with her to feel and share her pain. In doing so, we continue to understand the consequences of our actions as a collective. Now, as you connect with her emotions, we will cultivate the power of our individual energy signatures. Imagine your favorite color, the color that you've been drawn to from the earliest age you can think of. This is your strongest tone of energy. Now picture a ball of energy in this color pulsing out from your heart space, growing stronger and larger and more dense in color with every breath. As you allow this energy to strengthen, you feel a presence above you. You turn your awareness upwards to see starships reveal themselves. These are ships from our Pleiadian brothers and sisters, our galactic neighbors from the Pleiades star systems. It's about 444 light years away. This highly technological, benevolent race has been watching over us for tens of thousands of years, awaiting the moment when we, as the human race, become aware of our impact and accept responsibility enough for them to intervene and assist in Gaia's ascension. They have been guiding us in many ways. They wish to offer their support in any way that they can. They are so incredibly excited and eager to meet each and every one of you. They have offered to assist in the restoration of Gaia. Recognize that their presence is a good thing, and they are not to be feared. They are here to help. And as they are with us, with the power of a Lightworker collective, unifying their energies for an individual cause and intention, now bring your awareness back to that pulsing ball of energy that has been growing in your heart space. Allow this ball of energy to descend down through the surface of Gaia and deep into her core, into her heart. Now take a few deep breaths as you visualize that energy pulsing within her heart. Now, as the various colors of our energy signatures combine, the overall color of this energy becomes pure white. As it pulses, it syncs with her very own heartbeat. And as we breathe in, it contracts. And as we breathe out, it expands. Just allow this heartbeat of Gaia to pulse in unison with your own. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And visualize platinum roots growing from Gaia's core, intricately weaving throughout her body, through her bones as the deeper mantle of earth, up through her blood as the oceans and rivers, and through her flesh as the surface. These roots throughout her body are as veins of pure, glistening, love light energy healing her. As we connect with her, we begin to feel her pain transmute into a healing flow of energy. She feels us, and we feel her. In this moment, we are one with our terrestrial mother. We can feel her love, a love so great that we can barely contain it all. We begin to feel her eyes well up with gratitude. And if you feel your eyes welling up as well, this is perfectly normal. You're sharing an emotional connection with her. Allow this energy to flow through you. As these emotions come up, they are releasing aeons and aeons of trapped pains and energies from wars, drilling, massacres, and even domestic disputes and violence. The Pleiadians now connect with us to amplify our healing energy inside of Gaia. Now, exhale all of your stale air and take the deepest breath you've taken all day and hold it. Building quantum, envision the ball of pure white light inside of Gaia begin to spin. Faster and faster and faster it spins. And on the count of 3, powerfully release your breath. 1, 2, 3. Let it go. This sends a powerful shockwave from the heart of Gaia all the way into her atmosphere of white light. This light permeates every molecule on Earth. It fills the hearts of lost souls with belonging. It softens the hearts of the hardened. The animals, creatures, and microorganisms feel the comfort of this global emotional healing. Toxins in the air, soil, and water begin to dissolve. Even materials like hard plastics in our landfills begin to break up and decompose. This emanating light triggers an awakening shift across all humanity. Those in deep slumber are one step closer to waking up. Those who are awakening are invited to the next steps of their spiritual journey. Those who are ascending gain a level up. Their inner strength grows, their discernment sharpens, their knowing deepens, and the overall consciousness heightens. Take one final deep breath and share a smile with Gaia as you follow the ethereal thread back, descending into your physical body. Release your breath if you are holding it. And when you are ready, flutter your eyes back open. Was that cool?
That was cool. Good job, Mark.
Thank you. Thank you. So one thing I wanted to bring up, and I don't know why is my thing not doing the thing. Do the thing. Anyway, speaker. I don't know. Okay, so I wanted to do a fundraiser to announce like the launch of the website and to bring awareness. I want to do like a paid advertising and to bring awareness to it. And I wanted to do another single mom event. However, I spoke with somebody that's very proficient in marketing and then some that know accounting, and it's very complicated. Apparently, you'd think it'd be super easy just to raise money and give it away, but you run into legal hurdles and obstacles. You run into situations where giving money away to, in this case, single mothers puts them in danger. Like ex-boyfriends or husbands see them online and see that they have money now they're at risk. Um, However, I mean, it kind of just bothered me so much that like it's so difficult to do something right, do the right thing. So societal resistance has never been something to stop me. You know, as an indigo, it's kind of like it kind of excites me and makes me want to press forward. Um, so if anybody has any suggestions on some different types of fundraisers we could do, or if you have any insights onto what would be some good ideas to pull this off, let me know, or please share. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, right? So
Can we not give the donations anonymously?
we could do that. Yeah, we can do that. I was really hoping to be able to see people's eyes light up when I gave it to them, and they'd be like, so everyone can see, like, you know, like lives are changing right now. But we can absolutely do that. It'll be a little
But
bit less climactic, but
yeah,
that's not the ultimate point. The point is to help, so we can absolutely do that.
Potentially, if you guys know a good charity, you could give it to the charity that directly helps. Maybe like battered women's shelters, something like that.
Yeah, that was also a suggestion that came up from the people I was speaking with. That's not a bad route. And I do want to have like fundraising options directed directly to those or specific organizations that are credible and do we know the money goes to the right place.
Um, about the battered women's shelters, I have experience of being in one, and I think that it's a good idea to help them. Honestly, when I was going through it, the thing that I was hurting the most about was my kids being separated from their stuff, like their pets and their toys and their rooms and all, everything crumbling in front of them. And so, like, I know it's important to focus on the moms, but I think it helps the moms a lot to focus on helping the kids. That's
Okay,
just my
cool.
experience. But yeah, because being in a shelter, they only let the kids bring a backpack. They couldn't have any of their games or their computers, and um, it was just really hard for them, like being in one room, four kids and mom, and we're all going through like a lot of trauma, and it was just a lot of loss. And so I think supporting them, maybe like helping them go out and have a fun day and just like the you know forget things and have a good day of playing. That's kind of what it's all about, being in a state of play and in the heart and mind of a child. So I think that's my
Very
goal.
cool.
Thanks.
Yeah,
This
very
one.
cool. Yeah, kind of just help them to defocus from the things that aren't going so well and give them some good experiences and memories. That's a good idea. Cool. So now we'll go ahead and switch to the discussion bit. So we had Elizabeth. Did you want to put your add in a little bit that I asked you to mention earlier?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Right on.
I mean, it's still even difficult for me, just like even tonight. I got home and I was just like, oh gosh, I have to get over this overwhelming like lump in my chest of being afraid of getting on camera, and especially the first time when I talked to you guys, I sat there the entire webinar and I was having a blast and I was chatting in the um, chat box, but I was too afraid. Like Candace, I think she asked me to get on 3 times probably throughout the night and kept making excuses. And I'm gonna own up to it. Like I could have totally got on right away, but I was afraid. And um, like right at the very last hour, I finally God was like, "Get on! You need to do this. You can do this." And I was like, "Okay, I can do this." And like I got on, and it was really fun. I enjoyed talking to you guys, and I have a lot of stage fright, I guess. I took public speaking very last in college because I was so afraid, and I actually did it online because I couldn't do it in a classroom. But that's kind of where my anxiety is with being on camera and people. And I think that is a testament to the saying, like, where there's fear, your purpose lies here, or something like that. And I think I'm meant to be in, like on camera and be an influencer and do this kind of stuff that we're doing now. And yet it's like the scariest thing in the world for me. It's fun to have good people and really awesome souls to practice with. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, right on. The reason I asked Elizabeth to speak on that is because we are a very chill group of people. And if you're watching and if you've seen us in our events and you have a desire to get involved, take that leap. Like she's glad she did, and I wanted her to mention and say that because it is hard, it is scary. You do it once, it gets easier. You do it twice, it gets even easier. Um,
You just have to keep doing it and just know that you're never going to be fearless, like without fear. You just are fearless because you do it even in the face of fear. And
Absolutely.
soar and meet amazing people like you guys. And it changed my life. Like that's what I was telling you. And I'm honest because if I hadn't have gotten on that night, I wouldn't be here tonight. And I wouldn't be, discussing the school and all the things and sharing with you and you sharing with me and growing. So yeah, it's transformational. But yeah, it's scary. So you just gotta jump.
Yeah, you just gotta go, you just gotta push through that fear.
It's not easy though, so don't judge yourself if you're struggling with it. Believe me, I still struggle. I probably will for a very long time, if not my entire life, and I'm okay with that because I'm just pushing through it.
Right on. Thank you so much. All right, Luciana, you're up.
Hello. Okay, so I was just going to speak on 2 or 3 things. First one was discernment, just like short and sweet. As we start to upgrade more and level up with these things, and we're able to communicate things more, um, you're going to get like a lot of different information and things that seem very smart, and also some like concerning information, um, things that will freak you out. Uh, the best advice when doing any of this is, how does it feel? Does it make you anxious? Does it make you like feel stressed or like you have a time limit? And then asking yourself, you always have to have a little bit of doubt, because a lot of times when people hear, they're talking to things, it's just other aspects of their personality. And a lot of our aspects that we've been given with the society mean well. They want to protect us. but they act out of fear. So when you're getting information, just, don't immediately act. Use some discernment. How does it feel? Does it resonate here? Does it feel like calm and easy? Um, yeah, and just kind of don't think on it, feel on it. And yeah, that was the main thing, just discernment. Because we're going to start opening up more and more as we go on with this to other things that are going to be talking to us. And some of them downright just want to fuck with us. It's just like it is on Earth. Shouldn't be afraid of it because you are so powerful as this thing that you are. It doesn't matter. They need your permission to do things. You're the one who allows things to happen. So yeah, just feel it out, and yeah. And the next thing is I felt inclined to say if you have needing to dive into something shadow work wise, if you need to work something out, um, like if you need to work something out, you can come to me. I'm not going to ever claim mastery or expertise over something, but I've gotten pretty damn good at it. And I've done it for a few people. Me and Alex had a little mini session a few weeks ago. And yeah, just, we could come to me, we'll chat, and I'd love to. My goal would be I'd love to like come out physically to you. That would be thebomb.com. But virtual stuff is also an option. Um, and then discernment that the last thing I was kind of getting a channeling yesterday of anchoring this light. I've worked in the dark for like a long, 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 long time. That's what I started with. But light has been just fucking flooding me lately. And an important thing that we have to do with this, with our work, is not staying up in the clouds all the time, but anchoring it down to Gaia. And um, it's not necessarily that you have to do something, but once you anchor it, you start doing stuff from that place. It just kind of happens. So just, feel into the earth, feel its root or its heart, whichever, and like feel like a line connecting to it. And once you feel, I feel like a physical tug, like pulling me downwards, and that's how you'll know. And that's anchoring, and that's yeah, just go from there. Um, I think that was all I had to say.
Right on, thank you. Yeah, Lucian and I did have a mini session, and it was very transformative for me. It was very cool. I definitely recommend if anybody's looking to heal from some shadow work to reach out to her. It was wicked awesome. Ruben, did you still want to go?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Like I said, I've never done this before, so
All right, let us
I
know what you're
really
doing, okay? And then have at it.
well. We were gonna do like energy work, so a little bit, I guess, going through the chakras, or at least that's what I'm going for here. Um, I when I was thinking about it when she was throwing it out there, I was like, oh, maybe I should be like, oh, let me see how you look. That way I could like visualize it more. But I'm like, does it matter? So I'm like, I was going back and forth with everything, and I didn't know how to start, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna go and kind of feel into it, I guess, and see how it goes. It's gonna be fun. Let me see. Right now, if anything, I'm trying to balance myself because, you know, with the energies that were here, I did feel a little bit more nervousness from some of the people that were talking because they were like, stage fright. But I also have stage fright, so kind of added on. So it's kind of interesting to just feel how my hands started getting a little like cold and sweaty, and I was like, "What's happening?" I'm like, "Oh, that's right."
Hey, Ruben,
So yes,
are you going to if it feels right, it might be easier to pick like a specific person and just focus on that instead of spreading the energy out. If that resonates with you.
Okay. Let me see. Mm, okay, Luciana, I'm gonna start with you. Or I'm gonna do you like we had discussed before. Um, like around the heart chakra. I don't know why my face just started to twitch. It's like something's drawing me in and I'm pushing. There's like a lot of flowing energy. I don't know if you feel anything or if it's just me. Yeah. I finished whatever magic I was performing. It was like, I don't know. Towards the end, it just felt like there was something like stuck. Like if you had spiritual splinters or something. I don't know if you felt anything, if you noticed it at all. If I was just like kind of maybe healing something else that I'm not aware of. You know, I've always just kind of guide myself by intuition. If that makes sense.
No, that was cool. I felt something. I felt several
Mm.
different sensations, and by the looks of things, it looked like the group, like we all started smiling at the same time.
Mm.
It was cool to watch.
Thank
Very
you.
cool. Thank you. Was that Reiki?
I can't even say what it is because, in all honesty, I never really went and got like a Reiki certification. I did like it, but I felt like Reiki had in a way been kind of twisted up by people's ideas of what it should be versus what it could be, what its natural state is, which is just unfiltered, unadulterated by us and our rules and regulations of everything we do, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no,
So, I
that
mean, the
makes sense.
best way to say it's like just straight energy work. So I'm kind of glad y'all felt something, because
Yeah,
it really just drills it deeper in me. Like, yeah, this is more than just I have to be right in front of
yeah.
you.
No, a lot of people do remote energy work. It's becoming more
Mhm.
popular. I mean, I can do my sessions remotely. That's a little bit,
Mhm.
I don't know, different. And yeah, I've seen other people do remote Reiki. So definitely is possible. One thing I
Thanks
did
for
want to
that.
add,
Hmm.
before, I wanted to mention, if any of you guys haven't seen, and Daniel, I hope you're okay with this. So Daniel started doing a podcast, and I watched it yesterday, and it was like so awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, like check it out. It's seriously it's like so cool. Did you release like a full episode after the 20-minute one?
That's the longest full episode right now. We've got one coming up in just a couple of days. As long as we can get it recorded, it's going to be about toxic masculinity, actually.
Oh,
So,
good. Yes, very cool. Man, we got so many. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm writing a book on that actually. Well, it's called Restoring the Divine Masculine, and I wanted to do a video on, I don't know, so I was like trying to channel the wounded masculine. Tell me what you guys would think if I'm not sure if I should do this video or not, but like I almost want to do like channel the wounded masculine and oh, Rebecca, sorry to answer your question. It is Awakening the Ordinary is your YouTube channel. Yeah, and you can also find it in
yeah.
our Discord. I think you're part of our Discord now too. Awakening the Ordinary, yeah, it's cool. So I was gonna do a channeling the collective, like the wounded masculine, and like I did this once, and I did it in like a prayer form, like in my room in the dark, and I was just like apologizing to the woman, to the woman, um, for all the things that we have done to you. And I'm not doing this to take responsibility for all guys, but to show that to give others an idea of how they can apologize. You know, like if I can do it, they can do it, right? We all have to take accountability, and I've found things that were coming through that are things that I haven't done to women, but I still apologize for the collective as an example, and to like kind of break the ice into that step forward. So, do you guys think that would be a cool video to make?
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yes.
All right, I'll do it. I'll probably cry like the whole time, but it's all right. Tears happen. Cool. Well, this has been a sweet. I was hoping it wouldn't go too long over. It's only gone over 30 minutes, which isn't terrible. And it looks like we're all having a great time. Does anybody have anything they want to add or Q&As or anything before we cut out?
Is there another meeting following this one, or what do you think?
Yes. Oh my God. Holy crap. Okay. Huge thing. Okay. Thank you. Jeez. Okay. So I also need admins for the website and people that'll lead events. So we're looking for anyone who's volunteering to be in like one of the higher roles of the website, helping like admin the forums, and to also have an event planned for the launch of the website. So when it comes out, we're going to have 5 events scheduled. Um, I will cover whatever dates we don't have planned. Callie has already agreed to February 28th. She's good on that. Does anybody else have a thing they want to do? It's like just like an hour long, whatever you want to do. You choose the time of day. If you want to do like anything breath work, like a discussion on channeling or awakening, just like anything that's interactive that other people can sign up for and participate in of that
I'll
nature.
definitely do one.
You got one?
For
What
sure.
date? We got what?
What are the dates again?
Oh, the 20th of February, March 6th, March 14th, March 21st, and March 29th.
I can do any on maybe one of the February ones. But I can do any of them honestly.
All right, cool. So then I'll put you at February 20th, and then we'll decide what it is and what time before then. So that way we have at least the first 2 days, first 2 weeks. And these are all lunar cycles. They're all like full moons, new moons, quarter moons, third quarter moons. Um,
By the way, this is the last lunation before the Aquarius new moon, which is the like Chinese New Year. So it has some extra significance. So it's even more of like a letting go
Well,
cycle.
and we're
Yeah.
also moving from the dragon year to the serpent. And in terms of Kundalini, the serpent is very, yeah, like really
Oh.
important in terms of like the ascension of the serpent up the spine. So that's interesting. And in going from like I've been feeling a lot of dragon energy. So serpent year is going to be very interesting.
oh, that's what that's been.
Totally.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna teach the snake arms in my hour
Cool. Hell yeah.
for sure.
But
Very cool.
the Kundalini breathing, like I just shared in the chat or whatever, I did a some Kundalini yoga with this guru in the thing. If anybody wants, he has some really good breathing. So if anyone's feeling like clearing their spine, if they want to, like that link is free and it's like a half an hour. It's really chill. But
Yes, I want
it's
that.
the Kundalini. I did share it in there, so you
Oh,
should be able to
word,
access.
word.
Just yeah. But it's really nice, and the breathing is like, you know how you're talking about like right now being very emotional in a moment to like kind of clear things out. That one's really good. It's like half an hour. It's just some movements.
Nice, very cool. And also, so anyone leading any of these events, you will have backup, so you won't be like thrown to the wolves by yourself. Like I will be at every one of these dates, and I assume I'm just pretty sure we'll have one like so you'll have yourself leading it, myself, one other person, most likely, there to support you if things get out of control. We'll like put people in line, be like, just calm down right now.
Mhm.
Um,
This is Catherine. I'll do the March 14th.
nice, nice.
Okay, guys, I will see you later. I'm gonna head to Hot Springs and enjoy the full moon.
Oh, word, enjoy.
Yeah, bye
Thank you
guys.
Bye.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Alex, let me think about it. I need to think about. I'll have to think and get back to you.
Okay, cool. And actually, I think we should coordinate some course options because that was a good idea. And since we're both in the mastermind, we can sync that up and make
Yeah,
something there because we need all the content that we can get
yeah,
give to people that sign up and pay us. That'd be great. Cool.
that would be great. All right, let's make some money.
Yeah, yeah, we shouldn't be poor. I'm so tired of being poor.
All right. Well, thank you for organizing. This was really fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
thank
Daniel,
you,
did you have something to
Alex.
say?
Daniel, do you have something?
Yeah, real quick. This is kind of unrelated. I just wanted to tack it on at the end, I guess. Part of the reason I'm doing the whole podcast thing is because I feel like in some ways, like spirituality can have like a messaging issue. I think everything everybody's experiencing is true and real. And I think sometimes if you beat somebody over the head with it, they're going to be really freaked out and not even want to like listen at all.
Yeah.
So part of what I'm trying to do is like meet people where they are, meet them at their level of like I don't know if you want to call it skepticism or like early awakenings or whatever. So if you guys have anything that's heavy on your heart or mind or whatever that you think would be good for me to talk about for people who are maybe a little newer to everything, please hit me up in DMs or just let me know. I would love to hear it.
Yes, cool. Right on. All right, everybody. Thank you for this full moon event. That has been awesome. Um, meeting adjourned.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Good night, everybody. Sleep well.